Hey guys, welcome to So Teach Me Life Coaching Services, where it's my mission to help you live your best life. So why the freak do I even care that you live your best life? Because if you become your best self and you're living a decent life, you will be less of an asshole. Today, what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about why it's important to fix your childhood shit. Stay tuned. Okay, so today we're going to talk about fixing your childhood stuff, your shit. The stuff that has been holding you back, the stuff that keeps you up at night from time to time, the stuff you're dragging into your freaking relationships, the things that are making you be an asshole parent to your kids, the things that are keeping you from being a decent human being. What are these freaking things that I'm talking about? And yes, I do like to say the word freaking. What am I talking about? What's your childhood trauma? What's the thing that you have been dealing with as an adult and the excuse that you're using for why you're not living the life that you should be, or you're not being the person that you're supposed to be? Be honest with yourself. I don't know what it is. You freaking figure it out for yourself. What is the thing? Were you abused as a kid? Do you feel like you were abused as a kid? Do you feel like maybe one of your parents liked you less than your other siblings? Were you picked on as a kid? Were you bullied? Do you have problems making friends? What the hell is it? What's your stuff from being a child? What are you dragging into your adult life as your excuse? What excuses are you using? Most people are. I mean, I've heard people talk about issues that they had with their parents from when they were a goddamn kid, and they're late in their lives now, and they feel like their parents never loved them. The parents never told them that they loved them. So this is something that they've been carrying around their whole freaking life. What is it? What's your trauma? What's your beef? What's your beef with your parents, with your siblings, with your friends as a kid, or lack of friends? What's your issue with the world that you're dragging into your adult life? Figure it out. I'm going to tell you why. If you don't figure it out, you don't figure out what your childhood traumas are, what these issues are that you're drinking a little bit of alcohol. Sometimes you want to suppress. Maybe you were abused. Were you sexually abused? Were you physically abused? It's a lot more common than you think. Maybe you're suppressing something. If it's in there, get it taken care of. I don't care if you're 18, 19, 20, 30, 40, 50. You can be freaking 70 years old, and there's stuff that you just kind of suppressed. A lot of people that are overweight. There was actually a study, and I want to make sure I get this correct, but basically my understanding of this study, there was a weight loss clinic basically, and these researchers found these really, really obese men, and they found that most of the men that were in this study had been sexually abused as children. And it's very interesting. And this is how the ACT score was kind of found and figured out. And ACT was it's ACE, Adverse Childhood Experiences study. It's like a questionnaire basically. When you look at your childhood experiences, you put them into this, you figure out how many of these experiences you've had as a child, and these adverse childhood experiences, the more you have, the more likely you are to have more severe issues with your health as an adult. It's very interesting. I advise you guys to take a look at that and see where you fall with adverse childhood experiences, because our adverse childhood experiences, whatever your shit is, whatever your issues that you had as a child, whatever they are, if you're not getting them figured out, they're going to affect your health even. And there's research to actually show that. So I recommend take a look at that. But what do you do? What do you do if you have these childhood experiences, these things that happened in your childhood that you feel are holding you back in some way, or that you're suppressing them, or something that bothers you? Maybe you're having problems in relationships. You can't keep a partner, or maybe you continue to cheat on your partners, or you can't commit, or Maybe you don't even want a partner, but you feel like there's something not right in your life. That's what it comes down to. An issue is only really an issue if it's having an adverse effect on your life. So maybe you had some stuff in your childhood and you've overcome it and it's not doing anything for you. It's not holding you back. Then I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to people that you realize that your life is not what you want it to be. What the hell is what do you want your life to be? Okay? And what kind of parent do you want to be? Maybe your parents were an alcoholic. Maybe they were abusive. Maybe they beat the hell out of you. Whatever it is, do you want to be that parent now? Maybe your parent had a parent, so your grandparents may have been abusive to them. Maybe they were alcoholics too. Do you want to continue the pattern? Why are you going to continue the pattern? You want to be that asshole parent? You want to be the asshole parent to your kid now because you didn't deal with your own shit? Go to a therapist. Make an appointment with a psychologist, a psychiatrist. Go talk to somebody. Get it figured out. Why continue these negative patterns for yourself, for your family, for your friends? Why are you going to put them through the same stuff that you've gone through? Figure it out. Yeah, it sucks. Nobody wants to freaking deal with their issues because it's hard. But I'm telling you, if you do it, you're going to feel better. People that you're going to come across in your life and in the future are going to appreciate that. You're going to make the world a little less shitty. And that's the truth. Because if we had crappy stuff happen to us and we don't address it and we want to be poor little me, or you want to relive some of these things, you're suppressing your childhood experiences by drinking all the time. So now your relationships with your partners, with your kids, they're not what they can be. They're not their best. They're not the best type of relationships that they can be because you didn't get your shit together. Figure it out. Yeah, it sucks. It's hard, but do it. All right, that's my video for today. If you liked it, give me a like and a comment, and go ahead and subscribe because there's going to be much more videos to come. And if there's something that you want me to make a video on, please leave a comment, and I will try to get to every single one. All right, thanks, guys. Peace.